Been a it's been a while. No, it's been like almost a week, maybe. I think. Hey, Mom. I'm pretty sure I spilled something and need to go get it. Uh. Gotcha. See, that's to Mountain River. Everything is outside of White Valley, I think. Drilling rig assembly. Mountain River to Northport. Off-road truck with a high saddle. Let's start tracking that one. This is an off-road truck, right? High saddle. Let's take that crane off of there. Where's that crane? High saddle. That's the crane. Okay. Alright, we want to go to Northport. Wait, no, we want to go to Mountain River. Because that's where the thing is. You're welcome to, Talon. Okay, Mountain River first. Your wife can thank me later. Yeah, I think the bard I was working on that was a juggler was a half elf because they got a charisma and a dex bonus, and I was all like, well, I want my bard to be dexterous, so that makes sense. Hey, Valkyrie. How are you? Man, I am doing okay. I'm a little sad because my favorite streamer is playing a game I want to play, so I'm not watching him. And it's a really long game, so it's going to be like a week or two before I can go back and watch him again. But I'll live. I'll just watch some of my other streamers. Okay, so I'm picking it up from there and then going to Northport. Okay. Man, that is not even close to what you're watching right now. You're like, I watched a clip of this, and I'm like, wow, dude, that's like 90 episodes away. Don't spoil stuff for yourself now. You can easily walk into spoilers from the end of the campaign very quickly on YouTube, watching crit roll clips. Because there are a lot of clips from like the last 10 episodes. Because that's when everything gets like really high stress. How's work been going for you, Valkyrie? All the changes coming into stride now, basically? V, I think? Yeah. Too far away. Oh, I'm way too close. Okay. Gotta be careful hauling this thing on ice. You get very slippy. What episode is that to, Talon? Is that like episode 6 or something? Four, okay. Alright, we're gonna skip gas. Hmm. Well, that's why we're not moving very much. I got my legs are stuck. Come on. Low. Ow. Okay. There we go. Looks a little stuck. A little bit. Yeah. Whoop. My mouse is over there. Okay. Come on, hippity hop a little. You just did it. Come on. Yep. Yep. Keep coming. Yep. Okay. Let's try that. Okay. Anyway, so I have a question about this episode. Pike showed up, and in the episode for the first time, how did she know about the lake and the tower on the lower levels? I don't remember the episode well enough to answer your question. I think, if I remember correctly, Pike has been with them the whole time. It's just Ashley has not been there. So I think Pike knew that the stuff was there, but Ashley didn't. So he was giving Ashley the benefit of the doubt because she had been gone for so long. Oh, she found her own way down? Yeah. Well, one of the things you have to understand is because of Ashley's, work schedule, kind of screwing with her ability to be there every week, Matt did give her, he gave her abilities that her character is not supposed to have. I mean, possibly. Matt let Ashley slide a lot solely because of her work schedule. She was gone a lot of the time. Because they're in LA and she works in New York. So she'd be gone for weeks at a time. 6-8 weeks in a row before she comes back. So he's giving her, like, information she shouldn't have access to solely because it would suck if she didn't have any. So, like, the whole... Like for example, in Legends of Vox Machina, when Pike does the... I don't even remember what it's called. When she apparates... Astral projects, yeah. When she does astral projection, that's not something she can do. Her character cannot do that. But basically what it was Ashley in New York playing remote. And that's how they got around it.
Plus, it helped if they were, like, they went to the, to a completely different area. Like, say, like, they went to a different plane of existence.
Yeah.
She was then able to just astral project to them.
Yeah, she didn't have to, like, figure out how to get there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, her character doesn't innately have these abilities, no. It's something that Matt gave her, because she's always gone. Alright. So I'm sure some of that was Matt giving her information, and some of it was her being like, you have an ability that you're not supposed to have because you're always gone. And, things of that nature. Bro, there is a freaking thing right... Oh my god. Why is your thing so short? Yeah, her having visions from Saren Ray. By the way, Saren Ray and the Everlight are essentially the same character. They just renamed it for the show because I think technically the Everlight is the right name. It's just Matt wanted to change the gods' names from legit D&D so that he didn't get in trouble with D&D. Because at the time he was like, this is my own world. it essentially has the same gods as D&D gods, but he didn't want to, like, because they're streaming it, he didn't want to, like, have a problem with D&D the company. And I mean, now he wouldn't. You know, he could call them up and be like, hey, I'm going to use your gods in Critical Role, and they'd be like, please do. But it's a little late for that now. But yeah, he'd be like, okay, you had a vision from your god, and she told you this. Now they're pretty much the face of D&D. I mean, not officially. They're not like, they're not actually licensed or anything, but their rule books and their universe book is printed and published by D&D in the standard D&D universe. So as far as Dungeons & Dragons is concerned, their world is just another plane of existence, essentially, in the grand scheme of things, which is stupid awesome. Okay, we're going to detach here. And we'll go get some gas again. But yeah, they've had, like, the D&D vice president. I think he's the vice president of, like, development at D&D. Has come to the show and been a guest star. So, like, yeah, no, D&D, the company Dungeons & Dragons is very much, like, fuck yeah. Go crit roll, they can do no wrong, essentially. Because there's so many new players to Dungeons & Dragons, and D&D is having this massive resurgence of popularity, almost exclusively because of Critical Role, you know? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm sure D&D would have had a surge in popularity during the pandemic anyway. You know, whether Crit Role was involved or not, but definitely not to the extent that it has. And Critical Role was making it popular before the pandemic anyway. Alright, will you stop pulling me? No, I want to...
Sorry, I just turned you off the bench.
Don't do that. Okay. Almost free. But even if D&D, like, one of these days something bad happened and D&D called up Crit Role and was like, hey guys, we don't want you to play D&D anymore. We would really prefer if you didn't play D&D for whatever reason. Critical Role would not stop. They would just switch rule sets to Pathfinder or something. That would actually, like, which would, you know, really hurt Dungeons & Dragons. So that's... You want to see them play Warhammer? No, that would never happen. That's a completely different, like, that's a tabletop. There's a difference between D&D and Warhammer. Like, D&D is a tabletop role-playing game. Warhammer is a D&D, or is a tabletop war simulator. It's not really, Warhammer is not really built around storytelling, necessarily. Now, if you wanted them to play Cyberpunk or Shadowrun or something like that, they might do that. I could see them doing that one of these days, having like a one-shot Cyberpunk or one-shot Shadowrun. To kind of feel it out and see if people want it. It's like StarCraft but tabletop. See, that's the thing, but there's no story. There's story involved, but the bulk of Warhammer is war fighting, not storytelling. I'm sure there is a Warhammer style one, but the universe of Warhammer is built more around like individual fighters not being important. The army is important. The faction is important. The individual is expendable. That's why I'm thinking like Pathfinder, Shadowrun, Cyberpunk, those would flow properly. Warhammer wouldn't really fit. I mean, they could do a Warhammer type thing, but they'd have to do it as like, it's like, it wouldn't be a main show. It would be like a side one-off kind of thing. Whereas they could turn Pathfinder or Cyberpunk or Shadowrun into an actual show if it was popular enough. But I don't see them ever doing that with Warhammer. Warhammer Standard or Warhammer 40k, either one. I'm pretty sure there are some people who do Warhammer on Twitch, though. There's gotta be. Alright, so we've made it this far. Don't get me wrong, I think it's cool too. It just doesn't really fit with their aesthetic of storytelling. Are we caught on something? Yeah, we are. I guess we could winch this to that. Just trying to pull it up over the. There we go. Bro, it's like almost 9 o'clock. What are you just eating now for? I hope I'm not boring everybody else here with D&D talk. Everybody else here is all like, I came to watch trucks. I'm still doing truck stuff. Just a really good kind of game to have chats with everybody. And it just so happens a lot of us are really into D&D. Shocking literally everyone here. Somebody playing video games on Twitch as a hobby is a nerd. What? No way. I know. Sorry, folks. You guys thought I was super cool. I had you fooled. Not very cool. It's gonna be interesting getting this. Can I get this thing turned properly before I get it in there? Gross. Kind of sneaking on by there. Hard left. Bonk. Ignore that noise. Okay. Well then. Drilling equipment. What else do we have? What about Morrison Mining? Service hub reactivation. Pedro Bay. Concrete blocks and consumables. To Pedro Bay. I can't get to Pedro Bay from here? I thought I could. No, that goes to White Valley and Mountain River. I guess not. Okay. Well then, can I get... Pedro Bay comes from Mountain River. Regardless, we have to go through Mountain River. Okay, so Service Hub has consumables. Wait. I guess I need to take him to this Service Hub. Okay. So where are concrete blocks? Like they're in White Valley and Pedro Bay, actually. Wait, Service Hub. Okay, there we go. So this has got my concrete blocks. So what I need is consumables from somewhere else, which would be Mountain River. Because I can get consumables here? No, that's metal beams. Why is it telling me to go there, then? Well, that's weird. Alright, let's start tracking this for a second. Alright, so let's... First things first. We're gonna recover so I can get away from this music. Okay. I have $438,000. Heavy duty. Western Star W9X. Off-road, here we go. Off-roads all seem to be... Ooh, S pluses, holy crap. Man, these powerhouse trucks. Dang. Alright, we gotta look at that later. Okay. So what does this mission actually need? I'm sorry. 2 concrete blocks and 2 consumables.
I'm Commander Shepard, and AwesomeMattG is my favorite streamer on Twitch.
Hey, Maestra, thanks for the resub. That is stupid awesome of you. Thank you very much. Consumables are single square. I think concrete blocks are single square too. Because I think we have concrete blocks and concrete slabs, and the blocks are like, essentially they're cinder blocks. How have you been, Maestra? It's been a little while. It's been a while. Okay, so we're going to come down here and get a trailer and 2 consumables. And then we're going to head towards... I'm in Northport. Then we're going to head towards Mountain River. Mountain River's got concrete blocks, right? Pedro Bay has concrete blocks. Okay. What I may just do is I may skip getting the thing and just grab the 2 things here, take them to Pedro Bay, drop them off, and then go get the concrete blocks in Pedro Bay as a separate trip. That might be easier. Oh, I got you. I got you. So we're going to do that. Alright, so let's go get... Actually, if I'm going... If I have to go to Mountain River and to Pedro Bay, I'm in Northport right now? Yeah. So we might as well just go straight to Mountain River and not even... Not even do that. Okay. You've been watching YouTube videos of mine on the sly? Fair enough. I think when I take those big loads... Gross. I think when I take those big loads, I need to be using that huge truck I got, that military thing. Just because of the sheer power of that truck being able to pull those giant trailers. Well, I hope you're enjoying it. Even if you're watching it on the sly, so that your daughter doesn't see you watching it. I think Sidian and I are going to be finishing Factorio either tomorrow or next weekend on Sunday. Because we are really close to the end of Factorio. Our final technology is 75% researched, so that'll be finished researching tomorrow. And that's nuclear weapons. And then we're going to test it out and see how it works, because obviously. And then we just have to, like, launch a rocket in outer space, and that's it. Just need to see how long it takes to build a rocket. Okay, so we're going to come over here and grab these consumables. Hey, look, I'm grabbing it. Thank you. Nope. So I'm pretty excited about that. I think once we're done with Factorio, I'll probably switch to doing SnowRunner in the mornings on the weekends. That way I still get some SnowRunner in periodically and take a break from multiplayer stuff on the weekends for a little while. I enjoy doing it, but we did all of Satisfactory and all of Factorio back to back. We need a little break. Alright. Consumables. I assume consumables are things like food, but it can also just be like paper. Paper goods. Plastic items. Toiletries. Soaps. You know, stuff like that. I realized the first time I hauled it, I was like, food! Because it came from a farm, so it made sense consumables from a farm would be food, but consumables from a service station don't really strike me as food. They do need to be things that are consumed, however, so it's probably not things like dishes, because dishes aren't really consumed. That's so weird. I don't know why it has that path there. Alright, so this is going to the service hub. So... that's destroyed. So I can't go through there. I need to repair that one. That needs to be on my list of the next few things to do. I think Blackbird is oil. So yeah, I see pipeline repair. There you go. 2 metal beams. Are metal beams up here at the trailer store? Nope, but there's a gooseneck semi-trailer with 2 metal beams. Morrison's landslide? Oh, that's this. Okay, yeah. Pedro Bay has a bunch of stuff we need to do. Alright, so first things first. Here. Well, this is... wow, dude. Wow, dude, Pedro Bay sucks. I haven't done anything out here, that's the problem. Okay. Can I cross that? That's a question. Let's say no. Okay, so that gets me here. Pole down. Where is pole down? It's that. Okay. I don't think I'm going there right now. Alright, so we're gonna come this way. The service station. Okay, that is a convoluted route. Alright, let's do that.